welcome to another live stream from Simply Nerdy. I'm your host, Steven, and I'm joined today by Lakes and Stealth to talk about PlayStation and Xbox. They really hit the headlines this past weekend, not in a good way. So I'm going to give you a little presentation here to get you all caught up on what's happening. So basically the question we're asking today is, are physical games dead? Physical media is going away. PlayStation announced on July 1st that they are killing the disc. Physical disc production ends on January 2028 for all new PlayStation console games. So after that, new games are digital only. You can only buy it from the PlayStation store or their eShop, whatever you want to call it. Games released on disc before January 2028 are unaffected. But their consumer preference, they're claiming that the reason is because consumer preference for digital significantly outpaces physical. Oh, brother. Here, we're going to get into that. We're also going to touch on Xbox's biggest restructure ever. They just laid off 3,200 jobs. And
wow.
Yeah, oh my gosh, man.
3,000?
3,200.
I don't think it's 3,000 yet, but it will be.
It will be. 4 studios leave Xbox. It also hits Activision, Bethesda, Blizzard, King, Mojang, Xbox Game Studios. But anyway, supposedly no first-party games have been canceled. We'll see how long that lasts. In their own words, the margins are like 3 to 10 times lower than rivals. They lost like 64 cents on every dollar they invested. Management layers cut from up to 14 down to about 5. It's just insane. So anyway, long story short for me, boys, I'm done with corporate gaming. I already canceled my PlayStation Plus subscription, man. The PlayStation 5, that's going to be my last PlayStation. I'm just saying right now. Unless the prices come back down to earth, or unless they get their crap together, or unless like their next console isn't over $1,000, which it's going to be over $1,000, and it's going to be digital only, and it's not consumer friendly. So forget it. I'm done. I was never really an Xbox guy, but I'm seriously considering boycotting Microsoft too. I just don't want to support them, man. But I do want to say the indies are what's going to save gaming. We've been saying that here at Simply Nerdy. If you're new here, we've been saying that for a long time. But holy crap, like it's now never been more clear than it is today. But I don't know what the future of gaming looks like for me. I really don't. But I think the Steam machine is looking pretty nice right now, even with that $1,000 price tag, because at least that will keep me gaming for a while, and at least I'm not supporting any of these crazy corporations. So maybe I'll get one of those.
Can I present a question for you?
Yes.
So would it not seem a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Paradoxical, contradictory?
Yes.
To be given all this high praise to the Steam machine when it has no physical copies at all?
I know, isn't that funny? I've thought about that too. And there's There's questions on that too that we're going to get into in the next segment here.
Okay.
But yeah, Nintendo, for heaven's sakes, don't follow the industry, please, on all digital and the $1,000 plus consoles. Anyway,
Nintendo has really been looking a lot better in the last 6 months, ironically.
In the last week, dude.
In the last week. And trust me, Stealth and I have our complaints with Nintendo. We're pretty vocal. I remember Stealth here really tore apart that recent Pokemon game on one of the reviews. but y'all, there's just Nintendo right now. They're not really relying on AI. They're sticking to traditional methods. They have the best value in a console right now, bar none. You can't argue that anymore.
Nope.
I'm sorry, you can't. They got the best value in a console.
Yep.
So
we have a. Sorry, go ahead. Thanks.
I think that was it. And they're not laying off everybody at Nintendo.
Exactly. Exhibit A. We have a comment from Hellstorm TV. Boo! I like having a physical copy so it doesn't feel like I'm throwing my money into the void. Yep. A lot of people feel the same way. Yep.
But the void is hungry for your money.
No kidding. I don't feel like I'm paying for a subscription to gaming, but rather paying for the property that is my own.
See, but here's my question to add to what Hellstorm's saying there, because I agree with him. It's really great to have a physical copy, something I can hold, right? Mm-hmm. But everybody that I know, especially including myself, every gamer that I know, takes pride in their massive Steam library. I feel like I own that Steam library. I've been building it for, I think, over a decade, and I've never had anything taken away from me, and it's always been there. And I'll never play all of it. I think that's what's so frustrating is I have given Steam so much money when I didn't need to. I will never play every game in my Steam library. It's impossible. But I feel like I own them, I guess, is what I'm saying. In a way. I don't know.
Yeah. It helps that you don't have to buy any subscription for Steam. Everything's just free.
No kidding.
So it kind of does feel like you own them, even though you, I guess, technically don't.
There you go. I think you just complimented that. There's no subscription for them. Bingo.
So nice. It's all.
I will say one thing. So the problem with physical media also is they still have DRM on them, you know, so you really don't own them. I mean, I guess one day, you know, somebody's going to break them and then Sony and Nintendo are going to sue those people, but try to stop them and they won't be able to. But it really is cool when you can get a game without any DRM. Like, I'll say Red Candle Games Devotion. I bought that from their store. No DRM. You just have it on your hard drive and you do whatever you want with it. Put on a flash drive, copy and all that. I'm like, that's what I want out of like a game, you know? But we're never gonna get it, but
no, we're not gonna get that.
But like that's also indie developer. Yeah, they literally give you the game. No digital right management. You can just do whatever you want with it.
Honestly, I feel like that's going to be the only reasonable answer if they're going to want to get rid of these physical copies, is they have some type of means like that. But they're not going to.
Nope.
Yeah, it's not going to, because I would rather have this in a physical copy, but that is not the norm.
Nope.
Can I bring a topic that not many people are talking about related to this?
Yes.
We're all upset about no physical editions. Okay, right behind me, I have a Banjo-Kazooie box art for a reason. Because when I grew up buying N64 games, and I'm mad at myself because I did not do it with the Super Nintendo games, but N64 games, I kept those boxes and I actually put them up on my wall as a kid. And the Banjo-Kazooie box was always right above my bed. I always saw it. And I just loved having a physical. It wasn't the actual cartridge. It was the box. And it was displayed, kind of like a poster, right?
Yes,
and I would do that in all my games. So point I'm getting at is there was a time in the 90s where it was exciting. It was truly exciting to buy a game as a kid, even if you're driving home, and open up and have the little instruction manual. Because guess what? Nintendo went out of their way to make those little manuals fun to read. Like, do you remember the ones for Pokemon Red and Blue?
Yes.
I was reading it all, and Banjo-Kazooie, Donkey Kong Country 2. I think this whole getting rid of physical media started much sooner when they were just giving us discs and getting rid of these fun little instruction manuals decades ago. So the sad part is nobody's really crying about that. And so it makes me think, you know, these corporate guys know it. And when the new generation grows up, who realistically is only buying digital games, they're not going to miss these physical copies. So this is a nostalgic millennial thing. Hate to say it, but I think it's a millennial complaint right now.
Probably.
It's based a lot on nostalgia.
Yeah.
We talked last week in the episode how we said nostalgia is a weird thing. We talked about Star Fox, and it is. Nostalgia is a weird thing, but I don't like. It seems that they're like, yeah, this is gonna slowly die out. At least when the millennials start to.
No kidding. Hailstorm says back then the box art was something else, man. Even the primary guides too. So fun to read and collect. Oh, sorry, no. The Prima guides, he says.
Primary guides.
Yep.
Prima. Oh.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, no, seriously. And that's something I've always, even the Nintendo Switch generation, I believe that's kind of when those guides went out for Nintendo, right? Or maybe
Nintendo stopped.
Yeah.
Nintendo stopped doing that too. And
it's fun when, say, like indie studios and stuff do a physical release and they have a version that comes with manuals and stuff.
Oh, so
and
fun.
that's always cool.
Or just art. It doesn't have to be fancy. Just show like some like concept art or something. It's just so fun.
Yeah. I got the Nine Souls one and it came with like a comic and
my gosh, come on.
Great.
It's cool.
So what would your thoughts be on this? So this is my oh wow, I cannot show it.
Whoa, it's
Doom the Dark Age. I know, the second I put it up, I'm gone. Doom the Dark Ages physical. Guess what? When I open it, it's a paper. It's a paper disc.
What?
They actually put a paper disc in here, so I guess that's better than nothing. So, I don't know. Maybe it's me, but having what?
Can you share the paper disc?
Can I? I can. It actually has a CD code on it. The paper disc.
I bet that's only one time though.
I bet so too. Yeah, it's like a download code. Yeah.
So there's a paper disc in there, but point is, this is still something I can hang in my collection. I can put on the shelf. So if anything, even a box is nice. I don't know. I don't know how to say it.
Okay, so I have a question for you now, Lex. Are physical games... So sorry, hold on, wait. No. Yeah. Are physical games actually dying, or is this just a Sony problem?
Are you asking me?
Uh-huh.
Oh, geez, I don't know.
Sounds like you're saying it's more of a bigger problem, not just Sony.
The thing is, Sony, it's like they're pulling that Apple thing. Remember how Apple tried to be brave and, we're doing a whole new plug-in, and people cried about it, and people still stuck with the old USB. I wonder if the backlash is going to be big enough just to make Sony look like losers and not brave, if that's the right terminology here. But the reason that this has been a weird topic for me is, me and Jack particularly, is one of the biggest games that I've spent time playing growing up is World of Warcraft. And I have maybe, out of all the cases, the physical copies I bought, there's probably 10 or more CDs. And you can't even use those to bring the game back. It's just unfeasible. Mm-hmm. So the concept of a disc, having a disc so you can own it, yeah, it exists. If you own an old console, yeah, it's there. But not every game follows this logic. Like it is in theory a dated concept to assume that every game should only be in a CD and that's it. Because games get patched, games get changed. Mm-hmm. Sometimes games are so big that it's kind of hard to put them on a CD. Like I have to acknowledge that there's a dated concept behind this because games continue to get bigger and bigger. But then again, it seems the CDs and the cartridges are able to store it. So I don't know. It's a tough subject.
It really is.
I agree that it's nice to have some type of physical memorabilia there, kind of like that Doom box. Even though it's a paper CD, I can still put it on the shelf and say, hey, look, there's my Doom game.
Right. Now, around the same time as Sony made this announcement that they were going to go away with physical media, they also got rid of like hundreds upon hundreds of like movies, and they pulled these movies away from the people that purchased them because they didn't want to renew the license to carry these digital movies.
That's like a weird situation. It's crap is what it is. I mean, lifetime license, except 5 years later they're gone.
Yeah, and
can we just?
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, it's almost false advertising at that point. How can you just say something's lifetime license and it isn't lifetime?
Mm-hmm. I agree with what Hailstorm is saying as well, the problem is that digital has turned into another means for corporations to line their own pockets. It's a money-making scheme so they can charge for subscriptions, for cloud storage, to prevent sharing copies with friends.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's we're in those early steps of the techno-feudalism style system where nobody owns anything. So they can always keep selling it. Now, I'm going to present a question that will challenge all these notions, just for the sake of conversation. What if people were, I honestly don't know because the internet didn't exist around this time. So I'm going way back.
Oh,
but what if there were people in the 90s, and the internet did exist in the 90s, but you know what I mean. What if there were people saying the same thing concerning CDs, Blu-rays, 4K, when they had over 500 VHS films bought? Guess what? I'll never watch a movie on a VHS again.
Same.
There's my question.
Star Wars, as they changed everything.
Yes, I would watch Star Wars because screw you, Disney. Give us the original cuts.
For real.
Which is another good thing for me to at least preserve this stuff.
No kidding. Holy crap. Because there you go. There's an example right there. Disney taking it away from you and trying to say, no, you need George Lucas's 8 special edition with the dancing lady. Like, come on.
We have another comment from Hailstorm. He says, there's some convenience for the consumer, but I feel the negatives, or rather the positives for the business, far outweigh the pros for the consumer.
You got to think big, Hell, because these are the guys trying to get to Elon Musk and become a trillionaire, so they don't care about us.
Brother, they don't.
See, I'm gonna support Jack here. We're a gaming channel, and so I'm gonna say, what would Johnny Silverhand say? And all this is just to feed the corporate shills. That's all it is. So I'm against it. There you go. Easy answer.
Exactly. Which is why, again, I say over here that I am done with corporate gaming.
Yep. This is just
so done.
The billionaires, the corporations, because they want more money. They're trying to control you. There you go. We can close the episode out now.
Done. Okay. There's something to be said about the future, like I was talking about with my future of gaming, because I did purchase a PlayStation 5. It is the digital-only PlayStation 5. One of the reasons that I did that was because it was cheaper than the PlayStation 5 with the disc. And also I tend to purchase my games digitally because the convenience. But also now that PlayStation has pulled this plug, and they've removed all those movies from all these consumers. That's kind of what people have been saying for years about the digital space, is that they could just take it away. You're just purchasing a license or whatever. But now we need to start having some serious conversations. And I need to do some serious reflection. Like, maybe I should just start getting all my games physical now and just starting this collection. Because if this is what's coming, I need to have some games to play. For real, man.
It's really wild because I don't know. It's probably just all this, but my interest in getting the physical copies has gone up.
Same. That's what I'm saying.
Yep. If we all start buying physical because of this, maybe it'll change Sony's mind.
Exactly. It's funny because when I got Star Fox, the physical at GameStop, they talked me into reserving the physical for GTA 5. And I don't even think it's going to have a CD.
No, they don't have it's going to be digital only. It's
going to be digital, but I will get maybe another paper CD.
Right.
but the GameStop guy said, maybe it'll have like a map, because I guess the old ones all did. So there's a question. What if they were to introduce manuals or maps or something physical in them again? I'd say that would be a start. Because I can understand the corporate side of the business side, not the corporate side, the technological side of everything's so digital now. Sometimes these CDs feel like a waste of money. Mm-hmm. But why don't we give the fans something they will use, like a map? or a manual. Those are stuff that we're going to want to keep. That's stuff that's
But you
fun.
can't share the games with your friends.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
done playing it. You can't resell it. You can't do anything.
Yeah,
it's
it's
anti-consumer,
true.
man. And even though I am a highly digital person, I think that is worth preserving. I think it's a big deal. I think consumers should have rights to buy things physically and digitally for however they wish, however they please, and it should not be taken away from them. So that's why I'm going to the Gabe Cube, which is ironic because that's also digital. Like you were saying, Lakes, it's time to bring up the Steam library. Why isn't Steam under fire right now? They're all digital,
if
man.
Steam was a physical, they would go out of business selling you physicals for $5.
I explained that on the Discord. Was nobody makes a stink about the fact that it's all digital is because it's almost like if you're going to make something digital, you should be compensated for not getting some physical, so it should be cheaper, right?
Yes.
And all these games you get on Steam, God, sometimes they are 40, 50, 80% off. You're literally getting these games for a really good value. It's absurd. People buy Cyberpunk for $20. Come on. Like
the Ultimate Edition.
Yeah. It's just, it's amazing. It's incredible. So that's the reason Steam is not under fire. But let's be honest here. One of the Gabe Cube.
Gabe Cube.
The Gabe Cube. It's what it is. Let's be honest. One of the biggest problems with all of this corporate gaming, we'll call it corporate gaming, is the cost of these consoles, man.
Yes.
Like, it's this AI thing. It's nuts. This has been our hobby. This has been what gamers have been, happily doing for decades. And now we have Elon Musk and his friends saying, oh, well, we want the RAM now. And is it going to get to a point where you just can't build a computer anymore because RAM costs $3,000?
Maybe.
To make the machines they want, they're going to have to buy literally everything, so...
That is one of the biggest problems we're facing as gamers right now.
I agree.
Is the prices of RAM.
I was telling my wife, I was like, I didn't know back in 2020 when I bought my PlayStation 5 that I was purchasing an investment.
Yes.
And my original Nintendo Switch as well. I didn't know I was investing in my Nintendo Switch or my Switch 2. Like I was like, dude, I could sell my Steam Deck right now and make about $500.
Yeah, you probably could.
So, yeah, good. So, dang. Yep. Anyway, it's nuts.
But I'm in that position where I don't want to sell a console ever now. Like, genuinely, my 64 will be able to give me entertainment in some rundown apocalypse world that has power. It will literally, I will load up Diddy Kong Racing on an N64 if there's no more internet, and I'll still have a video game at least. So I do not want to get rid of a console anymore.
I'm telling you, man. I'm not getting rid of any of my consoles either, but I am going to say that PlayStation, like I said, PlayStation 6, I'm out. I'm not buying that thing.
I don't know if I'll buy it either. It's probably going to be more than $1,000.
It's going to be more than $1,000.
It will.
I'm still have to pay a subscription. You're probably going to bring that subscription up more for the PlayStation Plus again.
Yeah. You don't even get a CD drive.
You don't even get a CD drive. Physical media is gone. Like, it's so anti-consumer. Like, there's no way.
Honestly, as much as I love Astrobot, I don't know if Astrobot's worth $1,000.
Nope.
Yeah. Because they'll probably have Astrobot 2 for PlayStation 6. Sorry, little guy. Ironically, your robots are what's doing this. Your kind is doing this. So,
Astrobot had one game.
Look cute, but they're all eating our RAM.
No kidding.
Yes. Astrobot had one game, and they became the mascot of Sony just before Sony died. Just kidding.
Before Sony died. And the irony is it's all expensive.
It was a robot that did it.
It was an AI robot that created this problem, and that's what Astrobot is.
Jeez, man. Yeah,
it's almost poetry when you think about it.
Good guys.
Yeah.
There we go. Here we go. Hailstorm. Sony's new console is nothing but a glorified giant external hard drive.
It's so true. Oh
Nice.
my gosh.
I love that.
But you'll be able to play God of War Laufey
And Astrobot.
and Astrobot. You got 2 games.
And maybe in 6 years they'll make 2 others.
Oh god.
Seriously.
No, who are we kidding? Who are we kidding?
Dude, but seriously,
Yes.
how many games will PS6 have? Like, PS5's already running low, and now they're like,
Dude,
now
the
we need to make
PS5
the graphics even better. And
I
it's
already
like,
figured it out.
Oh my
Figured
gosh.
it out. Their end game is GTA 6. Let's be honest, guys.
Yep.
They're going to be like, this
PlayStation
is
6, like, we can play GTA 6 at 60 FPS. Oh
Yep.
my
60
goodness.
FPS.
60 FPS.
60 XP.
Or they'll just make the graphics better and it'll still be 30.
So let me improve. Yeah, let me improve on
Better.
Hellstorm's comment there. The PlayStation 6 will be a glorified $1,000 hardware upgrade for GTA 6.
Yep.
Wow. Absolute cinema, guys.
Yep.
Who would have thought?
Oh, my word. It's just ridiculous, man. Going back to... Oh, that's wrong hand. Going back to the Xbox with all those layoffs, I wanted to talk about... oh, shoot. I forgot. What's the name of that studio? That does the Doom. The Doom
id
game.
Software.
id Software. Give me your thoughts on that, man. What is the future of id Software?
So I'll briefly sum it up. id Software in the last decade has given us the last 3 Doom games alongside 3 DLCs. So you can look at it as almost 6 games, really, and phenomenal games. Phenomenal. They've never missed with them. You got some dispute among the fans with what they like more, obviously, but they just released Doom Revelations last week, and the day before, Microsoft announced, yeah, we just cut most of id Software. So the silver lining here is that they didn't dismantle the company. id Software is they're some of the best out there as far as developing engines, making them run smooth, optimization, really good. And to my knowledge, they still have some of their best talent. I forgot his name. There's 2 really well-known guys within the Doom scene. They're still there. Anyways, id came out and said their studio is the same size it was when they made Doom 2016. So yes, they've been locked. So
that was after the layoffs, right?
After the layoffs. So the company isn't completely down, but I really feel for the people who went out of their way and put all that effort in, because if you play Revelations or Dark Ages, you can see the effort put into it. These are monster video games that, when on their release, they ran well, like not many bugs, but this is just one of the studios. So Microsoft has just been on a rampage of laying people off.
That's why I am not their biggest fan. I was never the biggest fan, but now I really don't like them. I've gone through several layoffs in my career, and they are painful. They hurt. Seeing your friends leave the company or you being laid off and trying to find work after it. Either side is bad for culture. Either side is bad for, your personal well-being and your mental health and all that. And so anybody who's been affected by these layoffs, I just want to say I'm terribly sorry, and I hope you find work quickly, because there's a ton of talent that Microsoft just laid off. And man, we need your talent now more than ever because of these stupid corporations. So find something, find a passion project, release it. You're going to be, I don't know. I still think indie games are the future. So just start an indie studio, man. Just do whatever you need to do, but keep creating things.
Yeah, to add to your point, I really think this is kind of, the indie scene has really blown up. It's unavoidable. Some of the best games that have come out in the last 2 decades have come from indie developers, and they're just getting better.
Yes.
We are starting to see indie developers creating games on the same caliber, similar to stuff that was out on the GameCube, they're even intentionally doing graphics like N64, and so it's almost like a chance to go back to these long lost eras of gaming. Like, just because we have the technology to create GTA 6 doesn't mean I don't want a simple game like Super Metroid or Donkey Kong Country. Sometimes I want a simple game,
like Sheepy,
dude. Oh man, Sheepy, yes.
Is the bomb diggity, man. I love Sheepy.
Sheepy's a great one. And wasn't it free?
Yeah.
It was free.
I don't know why the man said it was
Switch,
free.
It had to be like $1 because the system doesn't allow them to do a free game.
And I paid him that $1. I paid him that $1.
Paid them that $1. So, but anyway, plenty of great indie games. So, yeah, it sounds like indie might be the future here.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming Nintendo does a good job with the Ocarina. Well, if Nintendo fails the Ocarina remake, then yes, it's all indie from here.
Right.
So I doubt they'll mess it up.
So here's my last question about the Xbox layoffs. Is Xbox resetting or retreating? They called it a resetting. They could be retreating. And do these spin-off studios win or lose? Honestly, I think they're gonna win.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing that they're probably out of Microsoft at the moment.
Yes.
But I think it would say it is a reset because from just what I know is Microsoft went crazy with hiring and buying studios and just they went over their head pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Like they bought Activision, they bought Bethesda, they bought all these smaller companies, and they just purchased.
That was
and the problem is, once everybody comes out of their houses in the pandemic, all of a sudden they don't want to do as many video games anymore, and that's kind of their current reality. And now they have more people than they need, and now they need to lay them all off. And it's like
we bought these studios to lay off all the talent.
I can't cry for Microsoft that they're just bad with their money, but I can cry for the developers that are losing jobs because Microsoft's just so bad at their money.
Yes.
So I mean, hopefully this stabilizes things for Microsoft for a while, so they don't have to see these giant layoffs again.
Agreed.
And it's crazy though that they're doing it over a period of time, because imagine being at Microsoft right now and you're still at your job and you're like, am I going to get fired in 6 months? I have no idea.
Exactly. I'd be
an
scared stiff
reality
if I was still working at Microsoft, dude, in one of these studios. But yep, nope, I'm looking for new employment. I'm looking for it now.
Imagine developing a really good video game and thinking, we're releasing that in 3 months. Am I going to have a job when it's out?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me share you a little quick story of showing you why these corporations just don't get it. So there, believe it or not, is an independent documentary that was made called FPS, the documentary. It's a 3-hour-long documentary on the history of FPS video games being made, and it has interviews of all sorts of legendary champions that have helped build the industry. People from Rare, people from id Software are in it, and somebody who was helping design Halo. When Halo originally was being made, Bill Gates came in the room in this big old meeting that they're having right before they were going to release the Xbox. That sounds appropriate. So, in the early 2000s, Bill Gates was in charge of Microsoft. He was the CEO of Microsoft, whatever you want to call it. And they were developing the Xbox. And Bill Gates came in the room, and this comes from this documentary from one of the people who was helping develop the Xbox and Halo. And Bill Gates threw the Xbox on the table and said, "This is crap. We're not doing this. We're not getting involved in this. This is a waste of money." And all it took was one of the smart people in the room to be like, Sony's making a ton of money with the PlayStation. And Bill Gates was like, oh yeah, you're right. I guess we should keep doing it. This is like Simpsons level bullcrap. This is Simpsons level bullcrap. This is a billionaire, a CEO who doesn't know a lick anything about gaming. He only knows about stocks. He knows about all that stuff. He doesn't know anything about gaming. He had to be talked into this by some guy who was smarter than him because Sony's doing it. And that is the reason we have Xbox. That's the reason we have Halo. So the fact that kind of stuff happened, it just, it's happening today. Again.
Yes.
And again. This is the reason this stuff happens is because these people are morons. Let's just be honest here.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Okay, we
already know that from Concord.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, Concord. That is the best modern day fail story.
I don't even know.
I love the failure of Concord.
Oh my gosh.
No offense to any of the developers that worked on it, but
I know. No offense to them.
No offense to them.
Yeah.
You were doing what you were told. You had a job. It's the people that came above you that told you what to do.
What are they calling it? The $400 million meme?
Yes.
Yes. What it became.
That's just so crazy.
Oh,
right.
man.
I have one more question for you guys.
Yeah.
Because I'm seriously asking this question because I'm considering it. Is PC / the Steam Machine really the escape, or is Nintendo the last holdout?
Ooh. Okay. Let me add to that question. Let me add to that question.
Okay.
Just pretend. Think of it. Yep. Think of it like a video game setting, right? Whenever you create a new character, you have no spells, all your money's gone, all your gear, you have nothing. Yep. Imagine if everything you own on Steam, video games, hard copies, consoles, everything, you're just some boomer that has nothing in stock with gaming. What would you get right now?
Oh, with the current market and the way things are?
Yes. Because I
haven't played any games in the past.
You have nothing.
I've never played any games, right?
Never played any games, yep.
Okay, I need to think about that for a second. Go ahead and answer.
Think of it this way. For $1,500 generally gets you a decent, I don't know about today, Jack, you tell me, does $1,500 give you a passing computer now? I don't know if RAM.
Probably a passing, yeah.
Okay, so $1,500 will get you a Steam machine and a Switch 2. I would say that would be the best value. I'd get probably those two. Then I can play all my Steam games and I can play Nintendo, and I just forget Sony. That's probably what I do.
I think that's what I'm leaning towards as well.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Steam, like you said, a bunch of games, sales off the easy, you can get all kinds of good games. Nintendo's got amazing first-party content and the cheapest console right now. That's pretty dang good.
Nintendo's
and
just
you know something I've noticed? Nintendo's actually been doing some pretty good sales lately. Like Breath of the Wild actually went on sale for like the first time in feels like a bajillion years.
Dang.
I don't believe it.
I believe it. I've seen it. He's right.
I don't believe it.
I've seen it.
Pictures or didn't happen.
Pictures or didn't happen. Okay, cool. Just pictures. Oh man, I totally think you're right. How about you, Stealth?
Ooh,
you agree?
So if you're on a freedom kind of like physicals and stuff, I think PC is eventually going to be the one because you can actually have access to the games even through Steam, and there's still stores like GOG that have non-DRM stuff, and even just indie developers, just like Red Candle Games that just sell it on their website. You just buy DRM free, which you can't do that on Nintendo. Even if you have the cartridge, who knows if you just have a game key card and you put that in, and it's like, oh, the servers are down, so you can't download the rest of it. When the apocalypse happens, that's not going to help you.
Nope.
But when the apocalypse happens, maybe your Switch will be the last of your worries, but at least it'll keep you entertained. I don't know.
It'll never happen, but if the Nintendo made a partnership with China, then they would just break your Switch if you had Winnie the Pooh on it.
Never
just
say never, the world's crazy.
Oh, just say
shots fired. Dang. That was a good fire there. Oh my word.
You're not 100% safe with Nintendo. Let's just put it that way.
No.
Yeah, nothing's 100% safe, but I will say this: Nintendo hasn't done layoffs. No matter how much we,
this one,
villainize Nintendo, they do a bunch of shady things, but I would argue they've been doing that since their conception. So it's kind of, you either like Nintendo or you don't. They've been suing everybody since the dawn of time. But
they're ninjas.
Yeah,
Nintendo ninjas.
And
that's why
lost.
it's a meme. Yeah. And I guess they lost to Power World, and now Power World's just doing whatever they want right now.
Power World is flexing hard,
Yeah.
and I'm all for it.
I agree. I'm all for it.
I saw they even brought back the balls to
They did. They
capture
brought back
things,
the balls. Like Nintendo needs that competition. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
they really
need
do.
that.
Healthy competition is good for everybody.
It's very good.
Exhibit A.
Just make a good Pokemon game, Nintendo, like Power World. I mean, well, not like Power World because I hate crafting, but just something of like an actual world and all that, and just interactions.
Or you could just, give it 1/4 the budget as GTA 6.
Yeah.
And you'd have a pretty awesome Pokemon game. $500 million. Why not?
We'll see if the next one actually comes out and it's like actually good. We'll see.
We can hope.
Yeah. One can
All
hope.
we can do is hope. I mean, I'm just thinking it'll probably just be same old. Hopefully the graphics are better.
They have officially, like when I saw the trailer, I'll be honest, I'm like, okay, it looks better. But they have permanently put me on I will see what the reviews say first. I ain't buying it till I see what people say.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
and
guys,
back to the Nintendo point, because I would like to work for Nintendo more than Sony and
Bingo.
Xbox.
Yep.
Bingo.
Because this is the problem. It's like, what was it? The game Saros, House Marquise made it, and it's not selling that well. So I'll just plug in, if you want House Marquise, stay around, buy Saros, because they're a really good studio. But now it's like, geez, is House Marquise just gonna be let go by Sony because they underperformed in one game?
You remember,
and that doesn't happen at Nintendo.
Correct.
Like that.
It doesn't matter if you sell Game-Busters or you don't. You can be laid off either way.
Yeah, and even then you can just be Microsoft and just make Doom Revelations and get laid off,
Yeah, you can make an amazing game and then get laid off.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
So if I were to be employed by either of these big companies, I would want to be employed by Nintendo at the moment.
Yes,
honestly.
Same.
Honestly, yeah.
Well, I think that about does it for my thoughts on this. Anything else you guys want to wrap up with?
I think we covered it pretty well.
I think so too.
The future sucks.
The future gaming is looking bleak, boys.
Yeah,
and like I
buy
said,
all your games physical and let's
buy more
Sony what we can do.
Honestly, try to buy physical just to put that message out.
Yes.
And the problem is this is going to be another situation like Apple having the courage, they said, to get rid of the headphone jack. And then, Samsung's like, oh, look at this. We have headphone jacks. In the next generation, they get rid of it. So that's basically going to be Xbox right now. Is Xbox is like, we got our physical games. You know what's going to happen the next Xbox? They'll be like, oh, we're going digital only. And then Nintendo, the next console, we're going digital only, because they're just all going to follow each other. The first guy that does it is just a domino falling. So we got to buy physical for everybody and show that, hey, there's interest in this.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, that about does it for our discussion, guys. So thank you so much for those of you that have commented on the video. Please let us know in the comments down below, even after the fact, what you think of PlayStation getting rid of physical media, and of Xbox, all these insane layoffs. As for me, PlayStation, I'm out. I'm even looking at buying games that are available on PlayStation on my Nintendo Switch 2 at the moment. So maybe minus if I'm going to play this Doom game, I guess I'll have to play on PlayStation. But I'm trying not to buy any games on my PlayStation anymore.
Still buy Saros.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
So anyway, let us know in the comments below what you think. And thank you all so much for joining us. And until next time, keep it nerdy.